all-out attack. Artillery rocket HIMARS bombard convoy of Russian armored vehicles while fleeing. Members of the G7 pledged to send more weapons to Ukraine, including air defense systems, following the slaughter of civilians by Russian missiles fired across the nation on Monday. Footage has shown Ukraine using U.S.-supplied high-mobility artillery rocket systems, HIMARS, to destroy a convoy of Russian armored vehicles. In the footage, a line of armored vehicles can be seen exploding following the strikes, before the soldiers are forced to flee. The latest showcasing of Western weaponry follows further offerings from the G7 after a meeting was called last minute on Tuesday to discuss a reaction to the brutal mass bombings across Ukraine on Monday. The footage shows a number of explosions occurring along the battlefield as targeted missiles destroy roughly a dozen vehicles. The Russian fleets appear to be caught unawares as the long-range bombs explode on top of the convoy. Sharing the post, a social media user wrote that this is why Ukrainians love HIMARS as the Russians appear to scramble for safety during the long-range attack. The missile system is capable of firing from up to 50 miles away from the front line of fighting, and 4 more were pledged to Ukraine on Tuesday. Ukrainian Defense Minister Alexei Reznikov celebrated the arrival from the United States of what he said were 4 additional high-mobility artillery rocket systems, HIMARS, whose accuracy and longer range have allowed Ukraine to reduce Russia's artillery advantage. HIMARS time, he wrote on Twitter, was a good time for Ukrainians and a bad time for the occupiers. The United States said it was speeding up the shipment of NASAMS air defenses to Ukraine as well, in light of Monday's attacks. Washington has already provided more than $16.8 billion worth of security aid to Ukraine during the war. Ukraine also received the first of 4 Iris-T air defense systems Germany promised to supply, a German Defense Ministry source said.
Внимание, расчет. Получен приказ первый на пусковые установки. Второй. Проконтролировать состояние пусковых установок, доложить.
Приказ на пусковых установок доведен. Все по боеготовы. Задержек к пуску нет.
Приготовиться к совместным действиям. Внимание, расчет. Пуск.
Есть пуск.
The Tornado S is an upgraded version of BM-30 Smerch and fires heavier 300mm rockets. It reportedly has a range of 75 miles and able to blast an area of 2.6 miles. The system can fire its rockets in a salvo or as individual precision missiles. It can also use adjustable ammunition. The unique long-range 300mm Tornado SMLRS allows firing at a range of up to 120 km and covering an area exceeding 60 ha. The complex is capable of firing both with single rockets and a full salvo of 12 guides. The BM-30 Smerch 9K58 Smerch or 9A52-2 Smerch M is a Soviet heavy multiple rocket launcher. The system is intended to defeat personnel armored and soft targets in concentration areas, artillery batteries, command posts and ammunition depots. It was designed in the early 1980s and entered service in the Soviet Army in 1989. When first observed by the West in 1983, it received the code MRL 280mm M1983. It is being superseded by the 9A52-4 Tornado since 2018. Russia's Tornado S multiple